Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world where everything is exactly as you've always dreamed. Your perfect job, your ideal relationship, your dream home. All of it, right there in front of you. Sounds like magic, right? Well, what if I told you that this magic is actually within your reach? That you have the power to shift into a completely different version of your life, just by changing your thoughts and beliefs? This isn't some far-fetched sci-fi concept. It's the idea of parallel realities, and it's about to blow your mind. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. Or maybe this is just some new age nonsense. But stick with me for a moment. What we're about to dive into isn't just some feel-good theory. It's a perspective on life that has the potential to completely transform your world. And the best part? You don't need any special skills or tools to make it happen. All you need is your mind and the willingness to see things differently. But here's the thing, and this is important. I said, be careful in the title for a reason. This knowledge is powerful, and like any powerful tool, it needs to be used wisely. It's not about escaping your current life or running away from your problems. It's about understanding the incredible power you have to shape your reality and using that power responsibly. So, are you ready to take a journey that could change everything you thought you knew about your life and the world around you? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of parallel realities. Let's start by breaking down this big idea into something we can all understand. Parallel realities are like different versions of your life that exist at the same time. Think of it like this. Remember when you were a kid and read those choose-your-own-adventure books? You'd get to a point in the story where you had to make a choice, and depending on what you chose, the story would go in different directions. Now, imagine if instead of just one story playing out, all those different choices created different versions of the story, all happening at once. That's kind of what parallel realities are like, but with your life. Every choice you make, every belief you hold, every thought you think, they're all creating different versions of your reality. But here's where it gets really interesting. These aren't just imaginary stories or what-if scenarios. According to this idea, these different versions of reality actually exist. They're all happening right now, in parallel to the life you're currently experiencing. Now, I know this might sound like some complex science fiction concept, but it's actually a lot simpler than you might think. You don't need to understand quantum physics or have a degree in philosophy to grasp this idea. In fact, you've probably already experienced a taste of parallel realities without even realizing it. Have you ever had a day where everything just seemed to go right? Where you felt like you were in the flow, and good things kept happening one after another? Or maybe you've had the opposite, days where it felt like the universe was working against you, and nothing seemed to go your way. These experiences are like little glimpses into different parallel realities. The key thing to understand is that these different realities aren't physical places you can travel to. They're more like different frequencies or channels that you can tune into with your mind. Just like changing the channel on a TV, you can shift your awareness to experience a different version of reality. Now, you might be wondering, okay, this is interesting, but why should I care? How does this affect my everyday life? Well, that's where things get really exciting. Understanding parallel realities isn't just about satisfying your curiosity or exploring a cool concept. It's about realizing the incredible power you have to shape your life experience. Think about it this way. If there are infinite versions of reality out there, and you have the ability to shift between them with your thoughts and beliefs, that means you have the power to create any life you want. You're not stuck with your current circumstances. You're not a victim of fate or luck. You're the creator of your own reality. This idea challenges everything we've been taught about how the world works. We're often told that life happens to us, that we're at the mercy of external circumstances. But the concept of parallel realities flips that on its head. It says that we're not just passive observers of our lives, we're active creators. Imagine what this could mean for you. That dream job you've always wanted? It exists in a parallel reality. That perfect relationship? It's out there. That level of success and fulfillment you've been yearning for? It's all within your reach. All you need to do is learn how to shift your awareness to align with these realities. But remember, I said to be careful. This isn't about waving a magic wand and instantly transforming your life. It's not about denying your current reality or avoiding your problems. It's about understanding the true nature of reality and your place in it. It's about taking responsibility for your life in a way you might never have considered before. Now that we've introduced the concept of parallel realities, let's dive deeper into why this idea is so powerful and how it can completely change your life. At its core, understanding parallel realities is about recognizing the incredible potential that exists within you. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you held yourself back because you thought something was impossible? How often have you given up on a dream because it seemed out of reach? The idea of parallel realities challenges all of these limitations. It says that not only is anything possible, but every possibility already exists. Your job isn't to make the impossible possible. It's simply to align yourself with the reality where your desires already exist. This shift in perspective is like taking the lid off your potential. Suddenly, all those dreams and goals that seem too big or too far-fetched are within your reach. That version of you who's living your dream life, they already exist. Your job is to become that version of yourself. One of the most powerful aspects of understanding parallel realities is how it helps you break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. We all have beliefs about who we are, what we're capable of, and what's possible for us. These beliefs shape our actions, our decisions, and ultimately, our lives. But here's the thing. Most of these beliefs aren't facts. They're just stories we've told ourselves, often based on past experiences or things we've been told by others. The concept of parallel realities invites you to question these beliefs. If there are infinite versions of reality, who's to say you can't be, do, or have anything you desire? This doesn't mean you'll suddenly be able to fly or breathe underwater. We're still talking about realities that align with the basic laws of our universe. But within those laws, the possibilities are endless. Maybe you've always believed you're not smart enough to start your own business. In a parallel reality, you're a successful entrepreneur. Perhaps you've told yourself you're not attractive enough to find a loving partner. In another reality, you're in a fulfilling, loving relationship. By understanding parallel realities, you start to see these limiting beliefs for what they are, just one perspective among infinite possibilities. And once you see that, you can begin to let go of these limitations and open yourself up to new possibilities. Another powerful aspect of this concept is the way it empowers you through choice. In a world of parallel realities, every decision you make, every thought you think, is a choice between different possible realities. This means that you're not just making decisions, you're actively choosing which reality you want to experience. This level of empowerment can be both exciting and a little scary. It means taking full responsibility for your life. You can no longer blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for your situation. If you're not happy with your current reality, you have the power to shift to a new one. But this isn't about putting pressure on yourself to make perfect decisions all the time. It's about recognizing the power of your choices and using that awareness to create positive change in your life. Every moment is an opportunity to choose again, to align with a reality that better matches your desires and aspirations. Understanding parallel realities also gives you a whole new perspective on change. Often, when we want to make changes in our lives, we think about it in terms of hard work, struggle, and gradual progress. And while effort and persistence certainly have their place, the concept of parallel realities offers a different approach. Instead of thinking about change as a long, hard journey from point A to point B, you can start to see it as a shift in awareness. The reality you want to experience already exists. Your job isn't to build it from scratch, but to align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with that reality. This doesn't mean change happens instantly or without effort, but it does mean that change can happen much more quickly and easily than you might have believed possible. When you understand that you're not creating something new, but simply tuning into a reality that already exists, it can make the process of change feel more natural and effortless. Perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of understanding parallel realities is how it expands your sense of what's possible. When you truly grasp this concept, you start to see opportunities everywhere. That chance encounter that leads to your dream job, In the world of parallel realities, it's not a lucky break. It's you aligning with a reality where that opportunity exists. This expanded sense of possibility can have a profound impact on your life. You start to approach challenges with more creativity and optimism. You become more open to new ideas and experiences. You start to see the world as a place of infinite potential rather than a set of fixed circumstances. And here's something really amazing. As you open yourself up to these possibilities, you'll likely start to notice more coincidences and synchronicities in your life. Things will start to fall into place in ways that seem almost magical. But it's not magic. It's simply you becoming more attuned to the vast field of possibilities that have always existed around you. Understanding parallel realities isn't just about getting what you want. It's also a powerful tool for personal growth. When you start to see your life as a choice between different possible realities, it encourages you to become more conscious and intentional in your thoughts and actions. You start to pay more attention to your beliefs and the stories you tell yourself. You become more aware of how your thoughts and feelings are shaping your experience of reality. This increased self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth and development. Moreover, the concept of parallel realities encourages you to take responsibility for your life in a profound way. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. But when you understand that you're constantly choosing between different possible realities, it becomes clear that you're the author of your own life story. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that happens in your life. It's about empowering yourself to create positive change. When you know that you have the power to shift to a different reality, you're less likely to stay stuck in situations that don't serve you. In a world that can often feel chaotic and unpredictable, the idea of parallel realities can be a powerful source of hope and optimism. No matter how challenging your current circumstances might be, this concept reminds you that other possibilities always exist. This can be incredibly comforting and motivating. Having a bad day? There's a parallel reality where things are going great. Facing a difficult situation? There's a reality where you've already overcome it. This perspective can help you maintain a positive outlook even in the face of challenges. But it's important to remember that this isn't about denial or avoiding reality. It's about recognizing that your current experience isn't the only possibility. It's about finding hope in the knowledge that change is always possible. Perhaps the most profound impact of understanding parallel realities is the way it changes your entire perception of reality. We're often taught to see reality as something fixed and objective, something that happens to us. But the concept of parallel realities suggests that reality is much more fluid and subjective than we've been led to believe. This new understanding can be incredibly liberating. It means that you're not just a passive observer of your life, but an active creator. Your thoughts, beliefs, and choices are constantly shaping your experience of reality. This puts the power back in your hands. But with this power comes responsibility. If you're creating your reality, then you're responsible for what you create. This doesn't mean beating yourself up over every little thing that goes wrong. It means recognizing your role in shaping your life experience and using that awareness to create positive change. Now that we've explored why the concept of parallel realities is so powerful, let's dive into how it actually works. Don't worry, we're not going to get into complex physics or anything too mind-bending. We're going to break this down in a way that's easy to understand and apply to your everyday life. At its core, shifting to a parallel reality is about changing your perception. It's about tuning into a different frequency of existence, much like tuning a radio to a different station. The key thing to understand is that all these different realities, all these different versions of your life, already exist. You're not creating them from scratch. You're simply choosing which one to experience. Think about it like this. Imagine you're in a huge room full of TV screens. Each screen is showing a different version of your life. On one screen, you're wildly successful in your dream career. On another, you're in perfect health. On yet another, you're in a loving, fulfilling relationship. All of these versions of your life are playing out simultaneously. Your job is simply to choose which screen you want to watch, or in other words, which reality you want to experience. So how do you choose which reality to experience? This is where your thoughts and beliefs come into play. Your thoughts and beliefs are like the remote control that allows you to switch between different reality channels. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, is tuning you into a particular frequency of reality. When you think positive thoughts and hold empowering beliefs, you're tuning into realities where positive things are happening in your life. When you focus on negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, you're tuning into realities where things aren't going so well. This is why people often say thoughts become things, or what you focus on expands. It's not that your thoughts are magically creating reality out of thin air. It's that your thoughts are determining which already existing reality you're tuning into and experiencing. Now, here's where things get really interesting. It's not just about thinking the right thoughts or holding the right beliefs. The real key to shifting realities is feeling. Your emotions are like the fuel that powers your reality shifts. When you combine thoughts and beliefs with strong, positive emotions, that's when the magic really happens. It's not enough to just think, I want to be successful, or I want to be healthy. You need to really feel what it would be like to be successful or healthy. You need to embody the emotion of already having what you desire. This is why visualization techniques can be so powerful. When you vividly imagine yourself living your desired reality and really feel the emotions associated with it, you're sending out a powerful signal. You're telling the universe, this is the reality I choose to experience. To understand how this all works on a deeper level, it can be helpful to take a quick look at what science has to say about reality. According to quantum physics, the world isn't as solid and fixed as it appears to our senses. At the most fundamental level, everything is energy and information existing in a vast field of possibilities. This field of possibilities is sometimes called the quantum field or the field of infinite potential. It contains all possible versions of reality, all playing out simultaneously. Your consciousness is what collapses this field of possibilities into your specific experience of reality. In other words, your observation, your focus, your attention, is what determines which possibility becomes your reality. This is why your thoughts, beliefs, and especially your feelings are so important. They're directing your focus and determining which possibility you're going to experience as your reality. There's a principle in quantum physics called the observer effect. It states that the mere act of observing a phenomenon changes it. In other words, your observation affects reality. This isn't just true at the quantum level. It's true in your everyday life too. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This isn't just a cute saying. It's a fundamental truth about how reality works. By shifting your perception, by choosing to focus on different aspects of your experience, you're literally shifting the reality you're experiencing. This is why two people can go through the same external circumstances but have completely different experiences. One person might see challenges and obstacles everywhere, while another sees opportunities and growth. They're tuning into different realities based on their perception. Now that we understand the basics of how reality shifting works, let's dive deeper into the first key point. Your thoughts create your reality. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a fundamental principle of how our universe operates. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It's not just a passive recorder of your experiences. It's an active creator of your reality. Every thought you think is like a seed you're planting in the garden of your life. Some thoughts are like weeds that can choke out your dreams and aspirations. Others are like beautiful flowers that can bloom into amazing experiences and opportunities. The key is to become more conscious of your thoughts. Most of us go through life on autopilot, not really paying attention to the thousands of thoughts that pass through our minds each day. But when you start to pay attention, you might be surprised at what you find. Are your thoughts mostly positive and empowering? Or do you tend to focus on worries, doubts, and limitations? Have you ever heard of the concept of a self-fulfilling prophecy? It's the idea that a prediction or belief about something can actually cause it to come true. This isn't some mystical phenomenon. It's a well-documented psychological effect that demonstrates the power of our thoughts to shape our reality. For example, if you believe that you're not good at public speaking, you might avoid opportunities to speak in front of others. When you do have to speak publicly, your nervousness and lack of confidence, stemming from your belief, might cause you to perform poorly. This poor performance then reinforces your original belief, creating a cycle that can be hard to break. But the good news is that this works both ways. If you believe you're a confident and engaging speaker, you're more likely to seek out speaking opportunities. You'll approach these opportunities with confidence, which will likely lead to better performance. This positive experience reinforces your belief, creating an upward spiral. This is just one example of how your thoughts can create your reality. The same principle applies to every area of your life, your relationships, your career, your health, and more. To understand how your thoughts shape your reality on a practical level, it's helpful to know about something called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS is a part of your brain that acts like a filter for the massive amount of information your senses are constantly taking in. Your RAS decides what information to let into your conscious awareness based on what you believe is important. In other words, it looks for things that match your existing beliefs and expectations. Have you ever noticed that when you buy a new car, you suddenly start seeing that same model everywhere? It's not that there are suddenly more of these cars on the road. It's that your RAS is now tuned to notice them because you've decided they're important. The same thing happens with your thoughts and beliefs about yourself and the world. If you believe opportunities are scarce, your RAS will filter out information about potential opportunities, reinforcing your belief. But if you believe opportunities are abundant, your RAS will help you notice opportunities everywhere. So how can you use this knowledge to shift your reality? It starts with becoming more aware of your thoughts and consciously choosing to focus on thoughts that align with the reality you want to experience. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems, on possibilities rather than limitations. It's about cultivating a mindset of growth and abundance rather than scarcity and limitation. One powerful way to do this is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They help to reprogram your subconscious mind and shift your default patterns of thinking. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you might affirm, "I am worthy and capable of achieving my goals." Another effective technique is visualization. By vividly imagining yourself already living your desired reality, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. You're training your brain to look for opportunities and resources that align with that reality. It's important to understand that shifting your thoughts, and thus your reality, isn't a one-time thing. It's not about having a few positive thoughts and expecting your whole life to change overnight. It's about consistently choosing thoughts that align with your desired reality. Think of it like working out. You wouldn't expect to get in shape by going to the gym once, right? You need to exercise regularly to see results. The same is true with your thoughts. You need to consistently practice positive, empowering thinking to shift your reality. This can be challenging at first, especially if you're used to negative thinking patterns. But with practice, it gets easier. Over time, positive thinking becomes your default mode, and you'll start to see significant changes in your reality. Now that we understand how our thoughts create our reality, let's explore the second key point. Everything is possible. This might sound like an exaggeration, but in the realm of parallel realities, it's actually true. Remember, we're talking about infinite possibilities here. When we say everything is possible, we're not saying you can suddenly defy the laws of physics or grow wings and fly. We're saying that within the realm of what's physically possible, there are far more options available to you than you might currently believe. Think about it this way. Throughout history, there have been countless things that were once thought impossible that are now commonplace. Flying across the ocean, instantly communicating with someone on the other side of the world, carrying a powerful computer in your pocket. These were all once considered impossible dreams. But someone dared to believe they were possible, and that belief led to their realization. One of the biggest obstacles to experiencing the reality you desire is limiting beliefs. These are beliefs you hold about yourself, others, or the world that restrict your potential. They're often so deeply ingrained that we don't even realize we have them. We just accept them as the way things are. I'm not smart enough to do that. Money is hard to come by. I'm too old/young to start something new. Good relationships are rare and hard to find. These beliefs act like blinders, preventing you from seeing the full range of possibilities available to you. They keep you stuck in a limited version of reality, unable to tune into the frequencies where your desires already exist. The key to breaking free from these limiting beliefs is to first become aware of them. Pay attention to your thoughts and the stories you tell yourself. When you catch yourself thinking something limiting, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just something I've been taught to believe? One powerful tool for expanding your sense of possibility is the question, what if? This simple phrase opens up a world of potential. It allows you to temporarily suspend your disbelief and explore new possibilities. What if you were capable of achieving anything you set your mind to? What if money flowed easily and abundantly into your life? What if the perfect partner for you was just around the corner? What if your dream job was waiting for you to claim it? By asking what if, you're giving your mind permission to explore new possibilities. You're cracking open the door to new realities. And remember, in the world of parallel realities, these what ifs aren't just idle fantasies, they're actual possibilities that exist, waiting for you to align with them. Your imagination is one of your most powerful tools for shifting realities. It's not just for daydreaming or escaping reality. It's a vital part of creating your reality. When you imagine something vividly, your brain doesn't really distinguish between imagination and reality. This is why visualization techniques can be so effective. When you visualize yourself living your desired reality, you're actually giving your brain a blueprint to follow. You're programming your subconscious mind to look for opportunities and resources that align with that reality. So don't be afraid to dream big. Use your imagination to explore the furthest reaches of what's possible for you. The more vividly you can imagine your desired reality, the more real it becomes, and the easier it is to align with it. One of the challenges of truly believing that everything is possible is that it requires embracing uncertainty. When you open yourself up to infinite possibilities, you're stepping into the unknown. This can be scary, but it's also incredibly exciting. Many of us cling to our current reality, even if it's not what we really want, because it's familiar. We know what to expect. But when you truly embrace the idea that everything is possible, you're agreeing to let go of that certainty. You're saying yes to the adventure of exploring new realities. This doesn't mean you have to take reckless risks or completely upend your life. It's about being open to new possibilities, being willing to step out of your comfort zone, and trusting that the universe has amazing things in store for you. Believing that everything is possible goes hand in hand with developing an abundance mindset. This is the belief that there's more than enough of everything to go around. More than enough success, more than enough money, more than enough love, more than enough opportunities. When you have an abundance mindset, you're not afraid of competition or scarcity. You know that your success doesn't come at the expense of others. You're able to celebrate others' successes because you know there's plenty for everyone. This mindset opens you up to incredible possibilities. Instead of seeing obstacles, you see opportunities. Instead of fearing change, you embrace it as a chance for growth. You become more generous, more creative, and more resilient. Developing an abundance mindset takes practice, especially if you're used to thinking in terms of scarcity. But as you consistently choose thoughts of abundance, you'll find yourself naturally aligning with realities where abundance is the norm. Now that we've explored how your thoughts create your reality and how everything is possible, let's dive into our third key point, the importance of focus. In the world of parallel realities, where you place your attention is crucial. It's like shining a spotlight in a dark room. Wherever you point it, that's what becomes visible and real to you. Your focus is incredibly powerful. It's not just about what you think about occasionally, but what you consistently give your attention to. This is why people often say, energy flows where attention goes. When you focus on something, you're channeling your energy towards it, making it more likely to manifest in your reality. Think about times in your life when you've been intensely focused on something, maybe a goal you were working towards or a problem you were trying to solve. Chances are, you started noticing things related to that focus everywhere. This isn't a coincidence. It's your focus shaping your perception of reality. When we talk about focus in relation to shifting realities, It's important to understand that there are two types of focus: what you want and what you don't want. Both are powerful, but they lead to very different outcomes. When you focus on what you want, your goals, your dreams, the positive changes you'd like to see in your life, you're aligning yourself with realities where those things exist. You're tuning into frequencies where your desires are already manifested. On the other hand, when you focus on what you don't want, your fears, your problems, the things you're trying to avoid, you're inadvertently giving energy to those things. You're tuning into realities where those negative aspects are more prominent. This is why it's so important to be mindful of where you're placing your focus. Are you spending more time thinking about what you want or what you're afraid of? Are you focusing on solutions or problems? On possibilities or limitations? Maintaining a positive focus doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to direct your energy towards what you want to create rather than what you want to avoid. For example, instead of focusing on, "I don't want to be in debt," you might focus on, "I want financial abundance." Instead of, "I don't want to be alone," you might focus on, "I want a loving, fulfilling relationship." This subtle shift in focus can make a big difference in the reality you experience. Positive focus also involves looking for the good in your current situation, even if it's not ideal. When you can find things to appreciate and be grateful for in your present reality, you open yourself up to experiencing more positive things. This is because gratitude puts you in vibrational alignment with realities where good things are abundant. In today's world, with constant notifications, social media, and information overload, maintaining focus can be challenging. But it's more important than ever if you want to consciously shift your reality. One effective technique is to practice mindfulness. This involves being fully present in the moment and aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Mindfulness can help you catch yourself when your focus starts to drift towards negative or unhelpful thoughts, allowing you to consciously redirect it. Another helpful practice is to regularly visualize your desired reality. Spend time each day vividly imagining yourself living the life you want. Feel the emotions associated with that reality. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more you're tuning yourself to that frequency. While focus is crucial for shifting realities, it's important to understand that it's not just about sitting around thinking positive thoughts. Focus should be coupled with inspired action. When you're focused on what you want and aligned with the reality where it exists, you'll naturally feel inspired to take certain actions. These actions are like stepping stones, helping you bridge the gap between your current reality and the one you desire. The key is to take action from a place of alignment, rather than from a place of fear or desperation. When you're aligned, the right opportunities tend to show up, and you'll feel a sense of flow in your actions. Now, let's address the "be careful" part of our title. While the ability to shift realities is incredibly empowering, it also comes with great responsibility. This isn't a game or a magic trick. It's a fundamental aspect of how our universe works, and it needs to be approached with respect and awareness. First and foremost, it's important to understand that shifting realities isn't about escaping your current life or avoiding your problems. It's not a quick fix or a way to bypass the natural process of growth and development. If you approach it with this mindset, you're likely to be disappointed and may even create more problems for yourself. Instead, reality shifting should be seen as a tool for personal growth and positive change. It's about aligning yourself with your highest potential and creating a life that truly fulfills you. But this process often involves facing your fears, challenging your limiting beliefs, and doing the inner work necessary for real transformation. One of the potential pitfalls of understanding parallel realities is the temptation to use it as a form of escapism. When things get tough in your current reality, it might be tempting to just try to shift to a different one where everything is perfect. But remember, the point isn't to run away from your problems, it's to create positive change in your life. Sometimes, the challenges you face are opportunities for growth and learning. By facing them head-on, you can develop strength, resilience, and wisdom that will serve you well in any reality. Moreover, constantly trying to escape to a better reality can leave you feeling dissatisfied and disconnected from your present experience. It's important to find a balance between working towards your desires and appreciating your current reality. When you start exploring the concept of parallel realities, it can be easy to get caught up in the excitement and lose touch with your day-to-day life. This is why grounding is so important. Grounding involves staying connected to your physical reality while you work on shifting to a new one. It means taking care of your physical body, maintaining your relationships, and fulfilling your current responsibilities. It's about being fully present in your current reality even as you work on aligning with a new one. Practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in physical exercise can help you stay grounded. These activities connect you with your body and the physical world, preventing you from getting lost in thoughts and fantasies. As you become more aware of your power to shape reality, it's important to consider the ethical implications of your choices. Remember, you're not just affecting your own reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions ripple out and impact the world around you. This means being mindful of the realities you're choosing to align with. Are you focusing on realities that are beneficial not just for you, but for others and the world as a whole? Are you using your power to create positive change? It also means being respectful of others' free will. While you can influence your own reality, it's not ethical to try to manipulate or control others' realities without their consent. Each person has their own journey and their own choices to make. One final word of caution: shifting realities takes time and persistence. It's not an overnight process. You're working with deep-seated beliefs and patterns that may have been with you for years or even decades. Changing these patterns requires consistent effort and patience. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep focusing on what you want. Keep aligning your thoughts and actions with your desired reality, and trust in the process. Remember, every thought, every choice, every action is shifting you closer to the reality you desire. Even if you can't see the changes immediately, they're happening on a quantum level. The first step in shifting to a parallel reality is to get clear about what you want. What does your ideal reality look like? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to be? Take some time to really think about this. Write it down in detail. Describe not just the external circumstances of your desired reality, but also how you feel in that reality. What's your state of mind? How do you interact with others? What's your daily life like? The more specific and vivid you can make this vision, the easier it will be to align with it. Remember, you're not just describing a fantasy. You're tuning into a reality that already exists. Once you're clear about what you want, the next step is to identify any beliefs that might be holding you back. What thoughts or beliefs do you have that conflict with your desired reality? For example, if you want financial abundance, but you have a belief that money is the root of all evil or rich people are greedy, these beliefs will make it difficult to align with the reality of abundance. Write down any limiting beliefs you identify. Then, for each one, ask yourself, is this really true? Where did I learn this belief? How has it served me in the past? How is it holding me back now? Once you've questioned these beliefs, work on replacing them with new, empowering beliefs that align with your desired reality. For example, money is a tool that can be used for good, or wealth allows me to make a positive impact in the world. Visualization is a powerful tool for shifting realities. Spend time each day vividly imagining yourself in your desired reality. Use all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, taste in this reality? As you visualize, really allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with living in this reality. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more you're tuning yourself to that frequency. You might want to create a vision board, a collage of images that represent your desired reality. Place it somewhere you'll see it often as a constant reminder of what you're aligning with. While visualization and belief work are important, they need to be coupled with aligned action. Start taking steps, however small, towards your desired reality. These actions don't have to be huge leaps. In fact, small, consistent actions often lead to the biggest shifts. The key is to take action from a place of alignment, rather than from fear or obligation. Pay attention to any intuitive nudges or opportunities that arise. These are often signs that you're aligning with your desired reality. Trust your instincts and be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting realities. When you appreciate what you have, you align yourself with realities where there's more to appreciate. Start a daily gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things or small things. The important thing is to genuinely feel the gratitude. Also, practice appreciating the aspects of your current reality that align with your desired reality. This helps to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Shifting to a parallel reality is a profound and transformative process. It's about recognizing the incredible power you have to shape your life experience and using that power consciously and responsibly. Remember, this isn't about escaping your current reality or denying your challenges. It's about aligning yourself with your highest potential and creating a life that truly fulfills you. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and contributing positively to the world around you. As you embark on this journey of reality shifting, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent focus and aligned action, you can create remarkable transformations in your life. Keep in mind that the process itself is valuable. Each step you take, each limiting belief you overcome, each moment of alignment you experience, these are all part of your growth and evolution. Enjoy the journey, stay curious, and remain open to the infinite possibilities that exist for you. Your desired reality is not just a distant dream. It's a parallel existence that's already real, waiting for you to align with it. With awareness, focus, and intentional action, you have the power to shift into that reality and experience the life you've always dreamed of. So, are you ready to step into your power and shift your reality? Remember, the choice is yours. Every thought, every belief, every action is an opportunity to align with the reality you desire. The question is, which reality will you choose?